guys, we're live here. Oh man, it's the morning after Halloween and I'm like, we should call this like the morning after show. Oh, I'm exhausted. The kids were basket cases this morning. It was just a bit I don't know. I did so much running around yesterday beforehand and might not have been this morning's thing. Hi Kay, how are you? Let me know who's here. I'd love to see who's here. Let me know how your Halloween was too. What camera do I use? Right now I'm just on my phone because I'm just relaxing today and I just wanted to hang out with you guys really. But regularly I use my Canon G7X Mark II for vlogging, which I love. Hi Donna, hello to England. How are you guys? What's the weather like there at this time of year? So I am popping in here to talk about survival mode and minimalism and just that journey for me and kind of how it's changed my mindset. Hi guys, hi Fiona, hi Mart, how do you pronounce that? Zelda, hi Michelle, hi Taylor, hi guys. Oh, so many people. Hi Celine, how are you? Hi Maria. Yeah, so let's dive right in. Let's talk about purging and survival mode and like how I got myself into my situation right now and how I'm digging myself out. Hi Kyla. Hi guys, how are you? Oh, twin mom. Hi, I'm writing a twin ebook. A twin pregnancy one that I actually wrote like 2 years ago and I'm working like crazy on it and I'm going to be doing a series of ebooks soon about a variety of topics, but I'm like in that zone right now and it's really exciting. So let's dive into minimalism. So first I want to know from all of you, how many of you guys are purging? How many of you guys are in some kind of survival mode? How many of you guys couldn't care less and just live your life? Let me know where you are. Oh, it's Métis. Oh, that's beautiful. That's how you pronounce your name. Let me know where you are in your journey if you're in this kind of journey with me. So I've obviously been talking about it a lot on my videos lately, and that's because it's a big part of my life at the moment. I'm really starting to see the clouds part after the craziness of having our twins and going through a lot, and so I'm trying to just start hacking away at it. So rewind, I would say about 8 years from now is when it started. I've been really thinking a lot about the psychology behind it and how I got myself into this clutter-filled world. I can see some people are definitely trying to declutter as well. And so when I really rewind and think about, I'm just going to tilt this down a bit, really think about why it started, and I've talked about this before, is back when Holden was a baby, he was miserable and had some sensory issues, and then he had a language delay, and out of just surviving and trying to make him happy and guilt, I think, my husband and I started buying him like just random toys and stuff, and I stopped removing things from our house as things came in, and we were consuming a lot back then. And that would be our first, like what I always call survival mode is, it's kind of when you're just like, you look at everything, sorry, my nose is running today. You look at everything on your plate and you just say, what is the bare necessities? What do I need to do to just get through this day? And a lot of times I was just shoving things or buying things to make life easier. And it's not a way of life, but I know that there's times in all of our lives that are really stressful that you just have to do what you have to do to get through it. So I think it really started then when Holden was a baby. And then things kind of got easier a bit, but then we had to move. And Mike and I are terrible at moving. We actually didn't purge before we moved. This is when Bo was about, I'd say around 2 years old, and Holden was maybe 3.5. We didn't properly get rid of our stuff then. We just started throwing stuff in boxes and bins and just moved. And we moved with all of our stuff. So then here we are, we're in our new house, the house we're in now, which I consider like our forever home. For me, it's like 10-year home. It's a home where you're putting roots in and you're actually going to do stuff to your house because you're in it for a while. And we literally filled our entire basement with all this stuff. It was like literally from floor to ceiling of stuff. And so we got rid of some of it, and as again life was just relaxing a bit, we found out we were expecting twins. And during my twin pregnancy and when the twins were little, I couldn't do a lot of extra extra things. Let's just see what you guys are saying. So Jessica said survival mode for her started 10 years ago. Yeah, I know. And Jocelyn says survival mode for about a week now. Can't wait to get back on track today. Yeah. And I think that it can come in waves. I think that you can be on track and then something else will happen. Kids will get sick or whatever it is and you have to pause. But I think for many years I didn't even make purging a priority. In fact, I was so drowning in it and it was so overwhelming. I didn't even know where to start. And so one thing I did a couple years ago is this. So I made this vision board for our house, and this was something I just did like randomly, and for me, it's just like I have it sitting out like a piece of art in our house because for me, it just makes me happy, and it's what I want for our home eventually. It's kind of this almost like cottagey Scandinavian rustic modern look that I love, and that's the look I'm going to be moving towards for our entire home eventually, and I have been and I will be. But for me, that just gives me the vision, and this is before I even read the KonMari book, the Marie Kondo book, and then she says to do this, to have a dream, to have a picture of what you want your life to look like and your home to look like. So that's something that I keep my eye on the prize. And then, so that's the first thing. But I did that a while before I even started purging. I tried purging a little, but didn't get very far. So you guys saw in the summer, Mike and I did a massive purge one weekend. Actually one day. And we hired, it wasn't sponsored or anything, the 1-800-GOT-JUNK truck and the people, and what they do is they take all your stuff and then they go back to their warehouse and sort it and recycle and donate and everything for you. They literally just remove it from your home. And I think that was one of the biggest things overwhelming me. Hi Amanda. She says it's so important to have goals, especially the ones who aren't placing importance on stuff which you can't bring with you. And Fiona says, I think kids need chores, but it's how to reward the chores. Yeah. And so knowing this truck was coming and just to like get as much stuff out of our house, and knowing that other people will be worrying about like recycling and donating and what's garbage was huge for us. That actually really got the ball rolling because we were stuck for so long. It was so overwhelming for so long. And Lauren wants to know what book I'm talking about. I'm talking about, I think it's upstairs, but it's The Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. It's really, really good. Ashley says, I felt the same way. She's making it a priority to purge. Lauren, hi Lauren, she just hopped on. So I think that was like the big turning point, was that big push in the summer having the truck come. And then since then I've always said, I just want to keep the motion going, keep hacking away at it. Now, right now we're finishing our basement. It's a little harder because I'm like, a lot of the times Mike's working on the basement. So I'm kind of doing my... Here, Mimi555 says, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. It's really good. So I'm doing a lot of parenting on my own while Mike's working on the basement, and we're bringing in a lot of stuff right now. Like, our garage is full of doors and shiplap, and right now, what else is in there? In the basement's full of insulation and drywall, and the garage is full of flooring. Like, it's just, there's stuff everywhere. So I'm trying to kind of like hold it together and take some deep breaths. So right now we're in a bit of a survival mode at the moment. But I think it's also changing your mindset about how much stuff you're bringing in, and before you bring stuff into your home, like really thinking about what it is that you're about to buy. And something I'm getting really good at, and I have been for years, but I'm really making sure I do, is taking the hand-me-down bins for the kids' clothes and always using the hand-me-downs first before going out and buying our kids tons of clothes. Yes, Fiona says mindful purchasing, 100%. 100%. I think that is one of the biggest things, is to really plan out clothing, wardrobes. That's what I do with my wardrobe, is I really plan it out. I just don't randomly go shopping anymore. So that would be a big thing. I think sometimes I'll slide into the whole like going out and buying the kids a few books too often when we could be going to the library. So Lauren says, was it hard to make this change? And Amanda says, I can attest to all this. You've made some big changes. Yes, Amanda has seen it firsthand. This is Amanda Muse. So she's been in my house a lot. And she's seen the clutter go down and down. Like, it's good. It's all good. We're moving in the right direction. I think that, let's talk about where I still would like to make some changes. Amanda says she needs to do this so badly. This is Amanda Smith. My home is getting so cluttered. I know. Oh, I hear ya. So I, first of all, feel like this is going to be a long journey. And I haven't even got to the part of the book about like I'm in that part of the book, but I haven't done it. I haven't applied it to my life yet, where I'm changing the way I'm folding clothes and storing things and just tidying up. I haven't even got there yet. I'm literally still trying to just remove stuff from my house. And for me, though, that's been helpful to when I tackle an area to not over obsess about moving things around or changing its location, like the things I'm keeping or how I'm going to store it. It's just it's all about removing things, getting it out, getting rid of things. So that's still the phase I'm in, and I think it's gonna be a while till I'm out of that phase. It's taken us 8 years to accumulate this much stuff, so I can't expect it to be over like immediately, unless we did a whole bunch of those days with the truck. But even then, it's hard. I think one of the other things is, now tell me that I'm not the only one here. You're dealing with other personalities in your house, and some of those personalities may be, your husband or your kids. Happily Organized Chaos says the kids' books are the hardest. Yeah. Kids' books, yeah, for me, buying kids' books, because I'm always like, well, it's, it's for their education, and I think to myself, I'd rather get this than more toys. Let's get them books, and it is a hard one. I'm getting a bit better at it. But it's hard because Mike is, I don't know if he's watching right now, I don't think he is, but he's a bit of a pack rat. That's something when we first started dating, I noticed he used to have this thing where he had to keep every box anything came in. So he always had this thing where he know one day he'd sell it, even if it was 10 years down the road, so he had to keep the box. And when we were first dating, like we started dating in high school, I remember opening his closet to his bedroom, and it was just like, boxes. And I'm like, you're a bit of a freak show. And it was this whole joke with his mom and his parents and his sisters and I, that like he had to keep, and he loves opening, like unboxing and opening boxes, like has always been his thing. So he's getting better with the box thing, but there's literally Amanda said she knows all the boxes with the tech stuff. Yeah, like it's just everywhere, and I don't even know what to do with it still. There's a few boxes in our kitchen, or a few cupboards in our kitchen that are kind of Mike's, and partly because it's like the higher shelves, and I can't see them unless I'm on a chair, so he takes advantage. If something of the kids breaks, he will not throw it out. He'll put it up there and think like one day he'll glue it together or fix it or something. And Autumn says she's the same way. She's working on it. And so there's these cupboards of things that are broken, and it drives me crazy. Like if something breaks, I typically throw it unless it's of a lot of value. And my other thing I'm finding is I'm really starting to think about, recycling and reusing and just consumption, like in terms of taking care of our planet. Like there's a lot of those things going on too. We have one of the things I'm going to be tackling in my next purge is my cupboard where I have our grocery bags, and like lots of plastic grocery bags, because we have a million of the reusable ones, but I'm really bad at remembering to bring them or going grocery shopping last minute. So that's something I'm trying to work on too. That's going to be my next big hurdle. Is I know where you can recycle those plastic bags, so gathering them all up, bring them to the place where you can recycle them, and then I'm thinking I'm going to get a bunch of my reusable bags and have a little space in my trunk that some stay and then some stay at home, so whenever it's last minute, they're already there, or when I'm going, they're ready to go. So that's where I'm trying to work on. She says, store reusable bags in your car. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm definitely going to try to do that. So what else? What other areas? So some things that I'm not too bad at. I wouldn't say I like to take free samples. I'm very good at that. So we, as a blogger and a creator, I go to a lot of conferences, events where they send you off with a lot of free samples and goodies and things like that. And I try to either say no thank you if like I think they're just things that are not, things that I'm going to use, or give them away. So I'm trying to be really good about not bringing a lot of those type of things into my home. I'm also trying to have the kids, especially the older kids, understand just money, and that, what we make, we need to pay bills, we need to pay for groceries, and them understanding that we can't just easily go out and get things. So Happily Organized Chaos says, I store the reusable bags in the car, in the aftermath, remembering to bring them back in the car after I put the groceries away. I know I am wondering if I store my reusable bags in the car, I can see me getting to the grocery store, doing a little Insta story, and then getting out and forgetting my bags. Hannah says, love your channel, supporting from Ireland. Hi, my grandparents are from Belfast. I'm part Irish. You can see that with Mia. She's like, she looks so Irish. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with my journey. I'm really excited. There's lots of other areas. I have to finish purging the basement. We've come a long way. The garage is a disaster, but we haven't been able to tackle it because of all the stuff for the basement, just blocking where we can toss stuff. So I think that's going to be a spring thing. Still places in the kitchen. Okay, so Kay says, any advice for small YouTubers who really want to watch vlogs? For small YouTubers, I would just say pick a couple days that you're going to upload and stick to them. Show up. So Skeeter says, do you have... Okay, so I don't know how to delete these. Man, this is... Here we go. There we go. Block. I think I did it. Remove. Okay, so this is why I don't do live that often. Okay, so other things that I want to talk about with the survival mode versus minimalism is kids and teaching them about consumption. Oh, there was a rude comment. Okay, it's gone now. This is perfect. Amanda Smith says her children are attached to themselves to junk. Like, yes, I was going to say McDonald's toys. So that we've definitely cut down on how much fast food our kids are eating. In fact, I've been making some pretty regular family meals. The McDonald's toys. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about the junky toys that come in? Actually, even from last night with trick-or-treating and Halloween, the amount of bouncy balls and pencils that, you know, the kind of pencils that are kind of cheap and you go to sharpen them and then they just fall apart, and these little like necklaces. Let's talk about the junky toys. So my friend, she literally just doesn't even allow them into their house. She gets rid of them. I'm not that ruthless. I let the kids play with the toys for a couple days. Every once in a while, McDonald's comes out with like a really good quality toy, but I will wait until they've there's pieces now all over the house, and I'll gather them all up and throw them out. But that's a hard one for me. Keep them for a day and throw them out when they go to school. Yes, that's kind of my plan. My plan is to I know when we've been falling behind and eating way too much fast food, when all of a sudden our house, like we have, say, 3 different pieces from the collection that you can get on different days from McDonald's. I'm like, there's too much going on. So that is something that I'm also trying to work on. And then it's interesting to see kids' personalities with cleaning and consumption. I'm just going to delete another one here. Block and remove. There we go. So it's interesting because Mia loves to clean. In fact, she'll go into her room sometimes and spontaneously just clean up her room. Like she just has this thing where she needs her room clean. Now she's actually been in a destruction phase. She got a pen yesterday and colored all over her wall and all over in the counter. So we're working on that one. But kids like Bo, she's so creative. She actually reminds me a lot of myself as a kid. She's so creative that she's always making creations and coloring and everything, that she accumulates a lot of stuff. Is there anything you over purchase for yourself? Ooh, good one. What do I over purchase? I don't know the answer to that. Let's see. I don't overpurchase makeup. I don't know. Amanda, you probably know better than I would. Sometimes other people can see things better than you can. I don't know what I would overpurchase. Brenda says, if we motivate our kids to clean and they see you clean, they will too. We're the role models. Yeah. So we're getting better at getting the kids to clean. I feel like they'll clean and then things will get really messy again. I still feel like this basement chaos, we're doing the best we can. I'm not holding everyone to really high standards right now. These comments disappear so quickly, I can't scroll through them. So I did see a good one, but it kind of disappeared there. So I'm still trying to think of what I over purchase, but I don't know what I do. I don't know if there's something that it might be clothes. Like, I was really shocked when I got out all my stuff. Definitely not shoes. Is that what you over purchase, Brenda? Let me know what you over purchase. I would maybe say clothes. Like I don't know. I don't go that often. She purges and organizes all the time. Raising twin toddlers is such a juggling act. Yeah, the twin thing's hard and the toddler thing's hard. We're in a bit of a tough phase again with the twins. We go through waves. We'll have like 1 or 2 really good months and 1 or 2 rough months. So right now, we're going through a bit of a rough phase with the twins. Lori says clothes for sure and office supplies. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's like I probably just in every area probably could scale back a bit. Rennie says holiday decor. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm maybe comparing to other people. Oh, someone says knickknacks, over purchased phone cases. Young mom, Brenda's young mom on YouTube. I don't know what I over purchase. I'm like, that's like broken my brain. Maybe like junky jewelry. Like I'll go to Forever 21 and buy tons of that. And there's so many that I'll buy for like $5 and then never wear it. So maybe that could be it. I don't have any on at all. So anyways, I've gone over 20 minutes. Let me know. Leave comments after because I think all the comments will disappear after. Oh, Bonnie says she over purchases food. Oh, Amanda says, wait, household stuff. Oh, yes, home sense. Now, Amanda, is it over purchasing? I'm constantly replacing stuff. I will just take like a whole set of pillows and just like give them away for free on Kijiji. We have two pretty good couches that we just sold. Yes, that is what it is. It's like home stuff. Now I'm looking around. But at the same time, it's like when you're in it, when you've got that like addiction to something, you have to rationalize it. Or Amanda, I would say maybe makeup for you. Maybe. I don't know, though. I actually don't know. You're pretty good at your minimalism. Yeah, it would be Home Sense. I love Home Sense. In fact, every single time I walk into a Home Sense, I literally feel better. I don't know what it is. Like, I'll sit in a chair, and I'll just, like, sit there and just be like, this is just, it calms me down. I feel like it lowers my blood pressure. Hello to Portugal. Oh, and Winners. Winners, yeah, a bit. I find it's a different vibe in Winners. Like I literally feel like you get a vibe when you go into like a lot of the Home Sense and Winners are attached near us, and you go in the Winners side, and it's a little bit like chaotic there, but then I go to Home Sense. It's good. Yeah, I think Home Goods is the American version of Home Sense. Yeah, I'm a big fan. It would be home stuff for sure. But I feel like I can rationalize it. I probably do though switch out stuff very often. One good thing about it is I usually get rid of it. Winners is like, it's like a Marshalls. It's like a Marshalls. I always find gorgeous stuff. I know that's the problem though. It's like you probably collect too much stuff when you have an eye for it, right? Anyways, I'm going to cut this one. Last one. Lori says, newly opened IKEA here in Nova Scotia. Might be deadly for me. Yeah. How often do I do laundry? Once a week. We do laundry once a week. Love your videos from Madalena, because you're always folding clothes. It's the weekend vlogs. So it's once a weekend we're folding clothes. So I think because I often will pick up the camera then, but we do all the kids' laundry on the weekend, fold it all once and put it away every weekend. I never start the week. I rarely start the week without it put away. So I think that's just when I pick up the camera. Okay, so Brenda says, can you give advice when kids act up in certain situations? Our new thing lately, because we've just been very cramped right now with the renovation and just because Mike's always taking extra time to go work on the basement, so we don't have a lot of like free fun time, and just I think everyone's been agitated lately. We are, from avoiding yelling, we're sending someone to a timeout lately, and that is working. Like, actually it happened this morning. Mia she found an old raisin under a couch, which was already pretty gross. She walked over to Bo's bowl of cereal and dropped it in Bo's bowl of cereal this morning. This is what I'm dealing with lately with this child. Oh my. And she dropped this old raisin in Bo's cereal. Bo like melted down. And Mike, he was so good because we've had conversations about this lately. He picked me up. He goes, okay, you're going to your room. Put her in her room. Put the gate up. we just like all needed a minute before we reacted to it. And I scooped the Arietta Bose cereal because I was like, we've got to get to school. So that was kind of gross, and that was a good way to deal with things. So that's how we've been dealing with things lately, is timeouts, trying to not, it's not about even like the punishment of it. It's more for Mike and I to keep our cool, is just for us to take a minute to kind of like rationalize, put things in perspective, breathe, and then go deal with the situation. So that's what we're doing lately. We're changing our game plan all the time, but that's what we've had to do lately with just our stress levels. So I'm going to say bye. And it's so, oh, she can't wait for the tour of your basement. We're having a huge, I should just say this before I go, a huge push is about to happen with our basement. This Friday, we're actually not staying in our house. We have to leave and there's going to be people here doing the spray insulation. So we're going to be gone for Friday. So I'm going to be ending the vlog tonight and editing tomorrow for Friday. Then we have a contractor coming in for the next week and doing a bunch. And then Mike's jumping back in and kind of finishing it. So I think things are going to start rolling along really quickly soon. Anyways, have a great day, guys. Everyone rest who's exhausted from Halloween last night. I know I am going to. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.